Welcome back, students. Today we are going to learn about a new chapter, Good Health. Children, open your textbook at page number 55. You can see the chapter number 5, Good Health. Okay, sure. Shall we start the topic? Yes. Children, what do you think about the major factors for our good health? Exercise, yoga, mental peace. What? The most essential thing is the food that we intake. Children, I repeat, for our good health, the most essential thing is the food that we intake. Clear? Food helps us to grow and stay away from diseases. It helps us to grow and stay away from diseases. Clear? Children who do not take proper food fall ill more often. Who do not take proper food fall ill more often. So, therefore, it is very important to eat the right kind of food. Clear? So, now children, let us have a look at the mind map of the chapter. Okay. The food, what we eat, contains 5 main nutrients. 5 main nutrients. What are they? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals. Okay, I repeat, carbohydrates, fats, protein, vitamins and minerals. Apart from that, other 2 essential nutrients. Okay, so they are water and roughage, which are helpful for digestion of food. Clear? So, carbohydrates and fats are energy giving nutrients. Proteins are body building nutrients, and vitamins and minerals are protective nutrients. Clear? Children, you can have a look at the chart. What is this? Sources of carbohydrates and fats. So, you can have a look on vegetables like carrot, cauliflower and so on, and about fruits such as apple, pineapple, pomegranate, bananas and all. Isn't it? Fishes are there, right? Yes. So children, about the first nutrient, carbohydrates. Okay. So they are also termed as energy giving nutrients. Energy giving nutrients. Okay, then they give energy to our body. They give energy to our body. Some examples are rice, wheat, sweet potato, bread and bananas. So children, examples of carbohydrate rich food, rice and wheat. Clear? Yes children, now about the second nutrient, fats. Okay, so they are also energy giving nutrients. They are also energy giving nutrients. They are found in ghee, oil, cheese, butter and nuts. Clear? They give more energy than carbohydrates. They give more energy than carbohydrates. It also keeps our body warm. It also keeps our body warm. Clear children? Yes. Children, you can have a look at the chart, sources of proteins. So what are they? Milk, bread and then meat, then nuts and so on. Isn't it? Yes children, now about the third main nutrient, that is protein. Okay, so they are also termed as body building nutrients. Body building nutrients. So they play an important role in our growth. They play an important role in our growth. They help in building bones, muscles and other parts of our body. Bones, muscles and other parts of our body. It also helps in repairing injured tissues when we get hurt. Some few examples are milk, eggs, meat and curd. Children, you can have a look at this. So, what are these? Fruits such as banana, pomegranate, guava, orange. Then vegetables, beans, carrot, drumstick. So, what are these? These are food which are rich in vitamins. Yes children, now about the fourth nutrient, that is vitamins. Okay, they are also termed as protective nutrients. It keeps our body fit and helps to resist diseases. Clear? Then vitamins like A, B, C, D, E and K are some of the required vitamins for our body. Clear? Then, so where are they present? Fresh fruits and vegetables are good sources of vitamins. I repeat, fresh fruits and vegetables are good sources of vitamins. Clear children? Yes. Yes children, now about the fifth nutrient, that is minerals. Okay, it is also termed as protective nutrients. They help our body to grow well and develop properly. Okay, then iron, iodine and calcium are some minerals which are required by our body. Clear children? And then bones are made up of minerals such as calcium, okay, which keeps our bones and teeth healthy. So which mineral you need here? Calcium, okay, that keeps our bones and teeth healthy. Clear? Then, so they are generally present in milk, leafy green vegetables and fruits and all. Clear children? Yes children, now about other essential components. Okay, so what are other essential components? Water and roughages, isn't it? Yes. So about water which regulates our body temperature. It will regulate our body temperature. It protects our tissue, spinal cord and joint. It protects our tissue, spinal cord and joint. Clear? Then about the other one, that is roughages. So what do you mean by roughages? So roughages, it will help in passing the food through the digestive system. It will help in passing the food through the digestive system. Okay, so for example, they are present in green leafy vegetables, carrot, cucumber and legumes. So they are rich in roughages. Clear? So children, you can have a look at the chart. Balanced diet. So what are they? Fresh fruits, vegetables, milk, meat, eggs and so on. Isn't it? Yes. Yes children. Now about balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? The food that we eat constitutes our diet. Okay. The food that we eat constitutes our diet. A diet that has all the nutrients in the right quantity is called the balanced diet. A diet that has all the nutrients in a right quantity is called balanced diet. So, why should we eat balanced diet? We should eat balanced diet to stay healthy and energetic. to stay healthy and energetic. Clear, children? Yes. Yes, children. Now you can have a look at the chart, food pyramid. Okay. So there are different partitions in food pyramid. The topmost, oils, fats and sugar. The second partition, dairy products, and then fruits and vegetables, and then bread, rice, cereal and pasta, isn't it? So the best way to understand the suitable amount of food item is to eat on daily basis is this food pyramid. Clear, children? Yes. Yes, children. Now about food pyramid. Okay. So different partitions represent different food groups. There are so many partitions, isn't it? So different partitions represent different food groups. The amount of nutrient required for a person depends on age, gender and nature of work. Age, gender and nature of work. So children, a teenager who does a lot of physical work and play needs more energy. Clear? So young people require more carbohydrate in their food as compared to the old person who does not do much manual work. Clear, children? Yes. Yes, children, you can have a look at the chart. A lady, she's doing exercise, right? Yes, children. Now about exercise and rest. Okay. So, why do we need this exercise? Our body requires energy for all our day-to-day routine work. So, by the end of the day, the body gets tired. Okay. We need to take enough rest to feel energetic and refreshed again. Clear, children? Children, in addition to the balanced diet, it is also important to exercise regularly and to take enough rest. Clear? It increases exercises and rest will make our body, which will increase the flow of blood to the muscles and strengthen the bones and muscle. Strengthen the bones and muscles. It keeps us fit and healthy. It keeps us fit and healthy. So, a balanced diet, regular exercise and enough rest are the key to good health. So children, the next topic is about disease. Okay. So what do you mean by disease? It is a condition when a body or its parts do not function normally. When its parts do not function normally. Clear? A person suffering from a disease becomes sick and weak. Okay. So there are basically two different types of disease, that is communicable and non-communicable disease. Yes, children. Now about communicable disease. Clear? So diseases that spread from one person to another is said to be as communicable disease. Clear? They are caused by very tiny organisms called germs. Tiny organism called germs. So what are they? Bacteria, virus and protozoa. Bacteria, virus and protozoa. Children, you can have a look at the chart: bacterium, protozoa and virus. Yes, children. Now you can have a look at the chart: bacteria. Yes. Now bacteria can cause disease such as typhoid, plague, cholera and tuberculosis. Clear, children? Yes. Now about the second chart: protozoan. Okay, so they cause diseases such as malaria and dysentery. Yes, children. Now about the third chart: virus. Virus, they cause diseases such as polio, chickenpox, measles, mumps and common cold. Clear children? Yes. Yes children. Now we will learn about mode of transmission. Okay. So communicable disease can pass on from one person to another in different ways. That is called as modes of transmission. So first about air. Okay. So we should always cover the nose with handkerchief while sneezing. While sneezing. Why? Because germs might enter into healthy person body. Healthy person body. Okay. So that they can cause various diseases such as cold, cough and influenza. So remember kids, always we should cover the nose with handkerchief while sneezing. Clear children? So children, you can have a look at the chart. Here we should not eat uncovered food from any roadside vendor. Clear children? Yes. Yes children. Now about infected food and water. Okay. So sometimes food and water may be infected by germs. So when we eat this infected food, we fall sick. We fall sick. So some examples are cholera, typhoid, jaundice and diarrhea. So these diseases are spread by consuming infected food and water. Clear children? Yes. Yes children. Now about insect bites. Okay. So when a mosquito bites a healthy person from a disease affected person, the germs are passed on and the infection spreads. I repeat, when a mosquito bites a healthy person from a disease affected person, the germs are passed on and the infection spreads. Clear children? Then some examples are malaria, plague, yellow fever and dengue. Okay, so these are spread by bites of insects such as rats, fleas, bugs and sandflies. Clear children? Yes. Children, you can have a look at the chart. A lady holding a child who is with chickenpox. Yes children. Now about direct contact. Okay. So when a healthy person comes in contact with a diseased one, then the germs may enter the healthy person body. Healthy person body. Diseases such as chickenpox, measles, mumps, ringworm are spread by direct contact. Clear children? Yes. So children, you can have a look at the chart here. So far bed is day, sunlight is coming, isn't it? So sufficient air and sunlight should enter the house. Clear children? Yes children. Now about prevention of communicable disease. Okay. So communicable disease are contagious, but they can be prevented. They can be prevented. Maintain hygiene always. Wash your hands before eating anything. Wash your hands before eating anything. Keep the garbage in covered bins. Keep the garbage in covered bins. Use disinfectant in the house to kill germs. Clear children? Children, you can have a look at the chart. So a person who is just holding over removing out the water from the cooler. So we should remove water from coolers when they are not in use. Clear? So children, we should remove water from cooler when they are not in use, so that the mosquitoes will not breed in stagnant water. Will not breed in stagnant water. Clear children? So children, now about vaccination. Okay, so vaccination is an effective way to prevent communicable disease. It's an effective way to prevent communicable disease. When the vaccine of a particular disease enters our body, our body develops capability of killing germs of that disease. Our body develops capability of killing germs of that disease. Clear, children? So, we develop resistance to the disease. We develop resistance to the disease. Clear? So, some examples like polio, measles, chickenpox and cough. They are having effective vaccines. These diseases are having effective vaccines. Yes, children. Now about non-communicable or deficiency disease. Deficiency disease. Here, they are not spread by transfer of germs. This type of disease does not spread by transfer of germs. Mostly, they are caused when there is a deficiency of a particular nutrient in our body. So, when there is a deficiency of a particular nutrient, we will be getting this sort of disease. Okay, so that's why it is also called as deficiency diseases. Okay, so for example, diabetes, cancer and blood pressure. Yes, children, now we will learn about two deficiency diseases. Okay, so the first disease, night blindness. Okay, so this disease is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A. Deficiency of vitamin A. The affected person cannot see properly in dim light. They cannot see properly in dim light. Okay. About the second disease, anemia. Here it's caused due to the deficiency of iron. Deficiency of iron. The level of hemoglobin in blood becomes low. It becomes low, so that they are less energetic. They are less energetic. The affected person gets tired quickly, so that they should take green leafy vegetables and fruits to get rid of this disease. Clear? So this is what about two deficiency disease. Yes, children, now I am going to show you an activity. So I am having a spray bottle. So I am just going to press this spray bottle. Can you see this? A bit of water that will be sprayed on surface. That will be sprayed on surface. So children, this is what happens when a person coughs or sneezes. He spread the virus in similar manner. He spread the virus in similar manner. So even after the moisture is dry, some virus may remain. Okay, so this is how the virus enters into healthy person body and make them sick. Clear, children? Yes. So now children, for you all some questions. How do communicable diseases spread? Number 1, how do communicable diseases spread? Number 2, summarize 4 ways by which microbes spread. 4 ways by which microbes spread. Third, how can we prevent the spreading of communicable disease? Clear, children? So write it and submit in your class email ID. So children, we have learned about communicable and non-communicable disease. Okay, so after watching the video, read the lesson. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.